I'm Olek Novak, this is Chasing Cars, and today we are at the Busan International Mobility Show in Korea, checking out the launch of the Hyundai Inster. Now yes, it does say Casper Electric over here, but in Australia it is going to be known as the Inster. It is Hyundai's all-new small electric vehicle, and it's going to be their smallest EV to date. It's also destined to be their most affordable EV yet. So it's going to bring a challenge to the affordable end of the EV market, where we've got cars like the BYD Dolphin and the MG4 at around that 40 grand mark. So today we're going to take a bit of a look around the Inster. We're also going to tell you what you can expect to see as part of the Australian lineup. Not only that, but we're also going to tell you how much you might expect to see this vehicle be priced at as well. So make sure to hit like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and make sure to follow us on TikTok and Instagram too for lots of daily content and behind the scenes videos. Chasing Cars, honest reviews of your next car.
Brought to you by
The Inster is a reworked and electrified version of the petrol-only Hyundai Casper, which has been on sale in Korea since 2021. It sits on the Hyundai Kia K platform, which also underpins cars like the Kia Picanto. But unlike the regular petrol Casper, the new EV model has been reworked to feature an extended body and longer wheelbase for more interior space. The Inster is shorter than a Hyundai Kona or BYD Dolphin, and also shorter than Hyundai's smallest car in Australia, the Venue. But its wheelbase is longer than that car and not far off a Kona. The standard battery is 42 kilowatt hours, while a long-range version beefs that up to 49 kilowatt hours. Both models have a single front motor delivering 71 kilowatts for the base model and 84 kilowatts for the long range. Both deliver 147 newton meters of torque. Projected range is 355 kilometers WLTP for the long range fitted with 15-inch wheels, with projected consumption of 15.3 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. Hyundai says the standard range has a projected maximum WLTP range exceeding 300 kilometers, while the Inster also has 120 kilowatt DC fast charging capacity. We look forward to putting all of this to the test when we go for a drive.
So guys, while we have driven one of the final pre-production prototype versions, we're now in essentially a showroom version at the Busan International Mobility Show. So it's cool to check it out as it would look in showroom spec. So first thing to notice is the fact that while this is a really small vehicle, it doesn't feel that tight in here. There's a decent amount of space, and I guess one of the key elements with that is the fact that you've got this open section over here. So there is no transmission tunnel, there is no center console, and the cool thing is, if you need to get out and you're in a tight spot, you can essentially slide through like so. So that is a cool element. Now, you've got two cup holders over here, you've got a center armrest, and again, that could be a bit wider, but overall it is quite a nice cabin. Now, there are a few elements that will be quite recognizable to Hyundai drivers. So you've got the 4-dot emblem on the steering wheel right here in front of you. You've got nice, easy access to drive modes over here on the steering wheel. And of course, you've got Hyundai's shift-by-wire gear selector over here as well, which again frees up a lot of that space in the interior. In terms of screens, they're not the conjoined dual screens from more expensive Hyundai models, but you've got a 10.25-inch screen in front of you, a 10.25-inch screen there as well for the media and infotainment. And then you've got a lot of buttons here as well, so it's quite a functional, usable cabin. This one's really well spec'd as well. In terms of features, you've got a USB-A and a USB-C connection over here, a nice little storage area, a glove box, and overall, yes, look, there are some hard cabin plastics, but it's a nice light interior. We've got a sunroof over here, and the guys at Hyundai say there's quite a bit of customizability too, because this element here can be customized in different colors and such. So overall, it's quite a good interior. Visibility is very good too. So far, so good in the Inster. Let's check out the back seat. Now, the rear seats of the Inster are actually quite comfortable and supportive. One thing that I didn't realize about this vehicle until I did some research is that it is actually a 4-seater. So 2 seats here, there is no center seat. But in terms of comfort, it's quite good. I've got decent headroom, so that's good. Legroom is also good. Toe room, not bad. Maybe a tiny bit more under thigh support would be nice, but overall, the seats are really comfortable. You can also recline them as well. You can see this one's slightly more reclined. You can move them forward and backwards if you want to increase that boot space as well, and you can fold them down completely too. In terms of amenities, look, you don't have any map pockets on the back of these seats. You don't have rear air vents over here. The cabin plastics, again, they're a bit hard over here. You don't get a center armrest or cup holders or USB-C connections. So look, it's not the most luxurious rear seat space, but decently comfortable, decently spacious. So overall, it's quite a good job. And for an urban runabout EV, I don't think that you're going to be getting a car that's going to be constantly packed with people in the back seat. But when they are here, it is totally fine. All right, let's check out the boot space of the Inster. So if we open it up, so you've got 280 litres of boot space in there. If you put the seats forward a bit. That apparently gets it up to about 351 litres. So look, it's not the most capacious boot, but there is a bit of flexibility there with the seats. And again, this is a small electric car, so I think it's pretty ample for its job. And the fact that you've got decent space at the front and the back means I think it's pretty well packaged overall. But that is the boot.
In terms of safety, the Inster doesn't yet have an ANCAP crash test rating, but we can expect a strong suite of safety and driver assistance features, including the likes of a surround view monitor, blind spot monitor, AEB, rear cross traffic alert, driver attention warning, and adaptive cruise control. What else can we expect for Australia? Well, Aussie specs and pricing haven't yet been confirmed, but we can expect the Inster in Australia in early 2025. We'll see both powertrains make their way down under, as well as 2 trim grades, similarly to the Kona. Pricing hasn't been confirmed, but Hyundai of Europe has been open about targeting the equivalent of 40,000 Australian dollars, so we should expect to see a similar price point in Australia, putting it in the ballpark of affordable Chinese EVs from BYD and MG. Hyundai says an Insta Cross variant is also coming, a more rugged outdoor-focused grade, and that will also make its way to Australia, but timings and details are TBC. Those are our initial impressions of the Hyundai Inster, which looks like it could be a cool little EV when it debuts in Australia. Now, we were part of a very small media contingent that got to drive one of the final pre-production prototypes whilst in Korea, and we're looking forward to sharing our initial drive impressions with you soon, so stay tuned for those. But in the meantime, let us know your thoughts on the new Hyundai Inster in the comments down below. While you're there, make sure to hit like and subscribe, and as always, thank you for watching Chasing Cars.